Do, 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 do. Hello. Welcome back. So I got some exciting news to start off with, right? I'll probably be talking about it throughout the stream because I am that excited. If you guys don't know, I'm a very big marimba enjoyer. I pronounce it the Spanish way, of course, but you may know it as marimba, or it's a big wooden keyboard instrument, right? And it's definitely like my most favorite instrument of all time. And I ordered one, and I'm so excited. It actually gets here on Monday. And so I kind of just want to pass the time until it gets to Monday. I'll be jamming out. Oh, yeah. Anyways, the plan for today is we still have to wait a little bit for this because we're still waiting on the glass. And I guess I should talk about it also. The last episode, actually, where's the music? No wonder it's a little quiet. That's loud. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and give me the other playlist. Jeez, I'm not used to playing without music on. Is it this one? I'm trying to find the playlist that I was using last. We'll just stick with this one because I already have it open. Okay. VOD watchers, you won't hear anything different, of course. Because there's no music on the VODs because that's a very easy way of getting copyright strike, and I'm not looking for that. Okay, so what we did last time was plug in this other group of lasers. Right, because we have one laser going to the ass line and the chemical reactor. And then we got this guy going to plug into the blast furnace. Our mistake, however, was not realizing that the blast furnace here actually needs to be upgraded with the minimum UV tier glass to actually accept lasers. So my decision was this. We could either use osmium tier glass, or osmium glass, which is UV tier. Oh, hurry up, please search. Thank you. Where is it? It's one of these. This one. UV tier, right? Or I'll just skip to neutronium. And that's what I did. Because we have way less osmium than neutronium for some reason. Well, I guess we have 24,000 now. This is probably a lot faster. This is probably more than enough we need. But at the time, we didn't have that much. Had the bee farm running overnight, and it did help us out a ton. So what I did overnight was I crafted enough osmium glass to get the fluid solidifier, or the fluid shaper to osmium reinforced UV glass. And I gave it a ZPM energy hatch. No, a UV energy hatch. So that it's now able to do this recipe here for the neutronium glass. And I'm just going to upgrade, future-proof it. I'll upgrade the blast furnace to the neutronium glass in one swoop. Because at the time, I had more neutronium. That might not be the case anymore because I'm trying to craft some. So we still have to wait for this to craft. And that's fine. I'll wait for it to craft. So let me double check how long it's going to take. We still have to craft like 300 ingots, right? Which is going to take a while. And honestly, what might improve it is just upgrading the energy hatch. So I'll do that. I can still upgrade this with ZPM energy hatch. So I'll just do that. So we'll start off with the ZPM energy hatch. 64 amp one. Yeah. Now you're gonna need the blast furnace. So I'll just tear that down and I'll take those ingots out. You just started a new batch. Of course you did. Thank you. And you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yeah. All right. So I'll just upgrade it with the 64 amp energy hatch. And then let's get a diode. So there's no actual 64 amp diode, right? No. No, there's not. Do I have a dynamo hatch by any chance? No. That's fine. We'll just use like 4 of these to get our 64 amps of ZPM. I think that'll work. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. So I'm just going to upgrade the blast furnace to 64 amps. It's going to be twice as fast, which is it's going to help us out a lot. And in the meantime, what I wanted to work on next was start getting into Infinity. So we need to go to Vega B, which I'm assuming is the next tier planet. Tier 8. This is really the only place I can get. Awakened Draconium also would be pretty nice. And Infinity Catalyst. So where else can I get this? So I have to go to tier 8. Which should not be a problem, I think. I don't even know what rocket I'm on. I don't even know where I'm at. I think it's tier 6. I'm at tier 7. Yeah, I'm at tier 6. So we got quite a ways away to go, which is fine, right? We need to do this. Need to go to Pluto. Oh yeah, okay. We have plenty of rockets we have to do because I don't think we did any rockets during the UV tier, right? No. All good things. Where's that? What's that? All good things. Requires rocket tier 7. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. All right. So for sure we need to make the next tier rocket. So let's do that. Tier 7 rocket, and then maybe make the tier 8 rocket as well. I think at that point it's like a mothership, right? Oh, this thing's kind of pricey. But honestly, compared to what we've been doing, we're probably way ahead of this. So let's do that. I actually think first thing I need is the schematics. Where the NASA workbench is in the lunchbox. I don't remember if I had the right schematics for this. No, I don't. Are you in storage? I don't think I ever... I mean, if the quest is not done, I know these I don't skip. So if this is not done, that means I haven't been to the dungeon. So I guess we're going to do that. Okay. Let's see. Check out. Thanks for the follow. That sound as always. It kind of freaks me out sometimes, but I appreciate it. I guess what I'll do first is wait for this energy hatch. It's basically done, and then I'll upgrade the blast furnace, and then we'll go from there. Superconductor cable, and I just need one of you. I can get some coils. I don't need that many, but having them is going to help me out. And then the 64 amp energy hatch. So you're not running, right? No. This is just going to be a temporary thing, because once I can get the neutronium crafted, and I'll leave this crafting while I'm out there. But once I get that going, I can upgrade the blast furnace with laser power, and it's going to be... I think I was planning for it to have 192 amps, which is like 3 times as much as whatever this is right here. I also need some heat-proof casings. But once I get the infinity ingots, that's going to be a big thing for us, because that'll open up a lot of the extreme recipes. And one of the first things I want to work towards is the neutronium energy cell. Like, we're not hurting on power to power our AE2 system, but this will let me justify using nothing but wireless. And I'd like to do that, because otherwise I have to be a little conscious about using wireless power, right? Or wireless AE2. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the bottom like that. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Actually, I can access it from the bottom. I assume this works. You're all diodes, right? A single transformer would probably mess up everything. And then I have another one right here. Yeah, okay. Connect all of you guys there. And then face you down. Something ran out of power. You heard it, right? Something ran out of power. It must have been you. Yep. Something's crafting that shouldn't be crafting. So that's one thing I didn't consider is what happens. Actually, this is completely okay. It's one of the platline materials that keeps crashing. I think it's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay. So you're facing down, right? Like that. So I got 4 wires connected into that. 4 transformers facing down, and then you're facing the right ways, and then you can all have power. 1, 2, 3. It is not going to blow up. I promise you. It may not look like it, but I kind of know what I'm doing. But still, whenever you say that it's going to blow up, it freaks me out. Hey, demonic. All right, you know what? I'm going to assume that that's okay. This is temporary because... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 16 amp diodes means 64 amps of CPM are going into this thing. So that's the guy that puts a coffee in his phone spot. That was like an image that I took like a year ago. I have still not been fired yet, so I must be doing something right. Okay, let's try and craft the rest of the glass. So the total amount of glass that I need is 1,007 minus 960 that I have. So it's going to try to craft another batch. So go for it. How fast is it now? Which, I mean, it should be twice as fast because we had 32 amps going into here, and now it's what? That much. Yeah, it's twice as fast. It's doing 16 per batch now, which is pretty nice. Now, while I'm out exploring, let me double check if the base is actually generating power. It is not, which is a good thing. So I'm going to turn off this master switch. This will protect our base from shutting down if it consumes too much power. So I'll leave the neutronium running while we go exploring. We need to go find the next schematic. And I think we're pretty much ready for it, right? It's not really that difficult of a fight. I don't know how GTNH works, because I know some other mod packs influence how strong mobs can get. Does it do the same thing for GTNH? I haven't seen it, or any evidence of that. No idea. One way to find out, right? I think I'm good. I got all my stuff here. Yeah, we need the schematic first. So this is going to be on Proteus. We already have a warp there. Then open up the map, and then we'll find the dungeon. I'm sure there's a better way to find dungeon. What's mid? We'll find the dungeon. It's right there. What's mid? I don't remember. What is this? I don't remember this. Is there an ore chunk here? I'm just going to remove it. I don't remember this. That's fine. We have the dungeon over here. So we'll just go flying through everything, right? Shooting everything. I really like this block. This is a nice block. Not going to lag out on me, right? No. Do I fly through the cobwebs? Yes, I do, which is very nice. How much oxygen do I have? I got plenty of oxygen. Is there anything good in here? Nope. Bye. Oh, you have a lot of health. Not enough, though. Oh, you're alive. Before I leave, I should probably complete the quest. I need the key and the dungeon bricks. I can just mine that. You need to make your expo stronger. I know it's something you've been telling me since like day one. Whenever I think you showed up on day one, right? Now that I remember, there's proof of it somewhere. Your first message, I think it was day one, and I know you've been telling me to upgrade it. We are in episode 198. I should probably upgrade it. What can I do to upgrade it? I do remember following the quest or the what do you call it? I'm at a loss for words here. The wiki page. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I followed it, and I think there's more that I can do. I thought the next step was infinity or something like that. Completed the quest, right? Yes, I just need the schematic. Thank you. I don't know why you don't stack, but yeah, you know what? I'll take these ingots. They can save me a fraction of time, right? That's never hurt anybody. All right, you're all complete. Just make sure I complete the quests, because if I don't, then Allie's not gonna let me hear the end of it. We go back home. Whoops, back here. Goodbye, and then we continue. So now we need to make heavy duty alloy. This stuff here. I'm going to bring the NASA workbench out here because it's not really out here that much. Let's get my chests. Rockets. It's not going to break anything, right? Nope. Thank you. And I guess I'll just put it right here. Yeah. And I'm going to put my tier 6 rocket right there also. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. I don't want to leave them out because I feel like that's going to lag. Oh, that dolly was my personal dolly. Don't put it back in storage. I want that. Thank you. Just wait till you have to make the mothership. I know, because I think I need to. That's tier 8, right? Anything past tier 7? No, that's tier 9. Okay. We need tier 8 so I can get to Vega B. And this is going to unlock the Infinity Catalyst for me. And even Awakened Draconium would be nice to have. I'll probably look for that too. But we need to get there first. So, all that's crafting. That's working on all the patterns that I'm going to need. Heavy duty plate. It's a lot of implosion compressor stuff. Did I ever set up the... I never set up the density squared, did I? I don't remember. No, I did. Okay. That's what it's for. See, I prepared ahead of time. Then that means I can tear down this guy, right? This isn't really being used for anything. Oh, no, it's not. I can tear it down then. I'll do that just so I don't have to look at it. This is the OG implosion compressor, which I had to upgrade because the cosmic neutronium was taking forever to implode in here. No, actually, it wasn't that. It was actually the compressed cobblestone that I had to make. That was taking forever, so I had to make the upgraded multi-block. Anyways, so implosion compressor, you only work with IETNT, which is fine with me. Implosion. Oh. Alright, I guess I need to add another input hatch. No. I think at this point we were using... I think we're starting to use the... What do you call them? I forget what they're called. Crafting input bus, right? Are you not being seen? You have a different name. Yeah, okay. There we go. That makes things a lot easier. Well, we started using the crafting inputs. So the heavy duty tier 7 plate, I need 79 of these guys. So I need 79 of those alloys, right, those ingots. This is an ass line recipe, and I need to rename the compressed mysterious crystal, which I can do that. But then I also need to study. Before I do that, I need to get the mysterious crystal stuff renamed. So let's get that first. Compressed mysterious crystal is like that. Okay. I think I have a good amount of mysterious crystal. I got 46,000. I hope it's enough. All right, I just need a triple mysterious plate. And I know we have a bending machine for this. Bending 3x plate. There we go. And let's get, I guess just one of you for now, because I needed to rename. I need to rename it. Thank you. The rename is over here. The mothership is like a different kind of rocket, isn't it? I know you need like, let me see here. It's like a stuff. I don't exactly know what it is, but isn't it like kind of like, it's a modular thing, right? Is it like the advanced rocketry sort of? I remember it being modular unless I'm thinking about something else. Yes, okay. I've never really seen it. So we rename the thing. Put it right there. Okay. So now if I want to make the heavy duty alloy ingots, I just scan, but I put the rename one right there. Now you should be able to craft, but I need to research this first. Yes, and how do I research it? It is a heavy duty plate tier 6. I got exactly one, which is nice. Data stick. Let's delete that one. Yeah. We'll get there soon. So I would put the data stick. No. Put the item in here first. And then the data stick there. Is that it? Oh, look at that. That was actually very fast. And we put that guy there. And then now we can make those guys. So I might as well increase the recipe crafting of this. Do I do 64? I might as well do 64, right? Yeah. Because we have an advanced ass line. It's best to make it make batches. There you go. Oh, okay. I guess they didn't fix it. There's that weird bug. If you click in between the lines of the interface terminal with the pattern, it crashes the game. Is that what it is? I remember that being a bug. And then it gets lost, like wherever you had the wherever you wanted to put it, which is over here. Yeah, like that. I guess I never fixed it. So it's like whenever you click in between the lines, I think on the, like in the middle, or like on the bottom, or the top. I don't know how to recreate it, but it crashed the game. I don't know. It used to do that before. It got better, but I guess it still crashes. It's fine though. Okay, so heavy duty plate, tier 7. Give me 79 of you. I should be able to make it. I just need some heavy duty alloy ingot tier 6. I thought I had this craftable. I think I took it out. Compressed lead, or I do have it renamed. Okay. 320. I think I took it out. Let me double check if I have the pattern for it. Yes, I do. Yeah, this was before I had like enough space for the ass line recipes. I took them all out because I kept recycling recipes. But now there's no need to do that. So 79 of you. Thank you. That is going to be a thick craft. It's a lot of ingots you need to work through, though. Right, I need to cancel you. Thanks for the subscription. Hey, Christian. 3 months. Definitely is a big number. It's more than 2. Alright, I guess we gotta wait for that. I'll take that out, though, and then let everything else finish. It is definitely more than 1. You're so right. Alright, it is draining our power kind of quickly, but that is why we have the shut-off switch ready for us. Let me take a sip for my drink. How you doing, Christian? One second, I have a message. Let me send it. Or let me respond. Okay. I'm mid. I respect that. Okay, so we are currently crafting the 79 heavy duty plates. Just gonna take a while, right? They can definitely speed up. So, like, the recipes can speed up, but we're not really worried about that. So I'll just let it go. And I guess I'll check on it later while I work on the other stuff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. Lander tier 3. Oh. We still don't have woven cotton. Oh, you would think that we had to set up, but okay, fine. Let's just set up recipes for all of this. Then polyethylene rod. Do we have a solidifier rod? Yes, we do. Frequency. Put that here. Craft everything, yes. Frequency. I'm looking for the molecular assembler here. I'll take that guy out. Not crafting that anymore. Woven cotton. That is a blank assembler recipe. Just do that. Put it right next to the laser pipes, so the laser vacuum pipes, of course. Buggy seat. Put that in the molecular assembler as well. Where? I'm not really using these anymore because these were for the relays, but I don't have need for relays anymore. At least I don't think I do. I'll keep them on there, you never know. I'll take that guy out. Let's see. So we want to lander tier 3. We don't have cotton. We need a rubber sheet. Rubber sheet is like that, which isn't that bad. we are using silicone rubber primarily. We do use muffler hatches occasionally. It's 2x superconductor LUV wire. I think I use that for some stuff. Ludicrous voltage chest buffer. I don't even know what you're used for, but get out. Not 1,000. Oops. Alright, I just need some cotton. I could have sworn we had, like... No? I mean, we have string. But we need cotton. Totally just going to be doing this manually. My brother has a cotton farm out here. Yeah, look at us playing vanilla or early game GTNH all over again. I never learn. I should probably set up a cotton farm, but you know what? It's really only for a couple of recipes, so I'm not too worried about it. Give me cotton. I don't know how much I'll need. It was like 300 and something, right? I don't know how much that is in stacks. I do have an auto clicker. Should I use it? Let's use the auto clicker. I forgot how to set this up. Mouse button right. 1 second. Then F6 is the trigger. There we go. See, we're not caveman. We have technology. Okay, and then close the auto clicker before I break the world with the Vazure or something. Don't want that happening. Oops, over here. Yes, okay. There's plenty of cotton to get us through the day. So we need a lander. We can craft that. A rocket control computer. Like that. Alright. So I would like one of you. And you're gonna... Oh, you do need the heavy duty plates. So I'm gonna wait for those to craft before I craft any of the other stuff. So I need 2 of the large fuel canisters. Actually, I should probably check if I have them already. Large fuel canister. Okay, go for it. Then 2 extra large. I don't have patterns for that one. What is this? Are eating that veggie sandwich. This one is going to be circuit 2. And the assembler circuit 2, which we do have one. And the compressed dual mysterious crystal and dual... how do you pronounce that? Mitral? Mitrile? I don't know. Alright. Okay. And then that goes in the implosion compressor. There we go. So, 2 of you. We just need compressed mitrile plates. Like that. And I don't know if we actually have those. No, and then we need triple mitral plates. We keep crafting. It always happens, right? Whenever we have a big project to work on, we just start adding like a ton of recipes, and then it just never stops. I would like 2 of you, please. 2 mitral. I think we have mitral. Yeah, we have plenty of it. We just have to actually cook it. Blast furnace circuit 1. Do I just put 64? Let's just do 64 because I can. Blast furnace 1. Let's do that. With that said, how slow are you? MV power, you're going to be really fast. 2 of you. There you go. Looks like we're just waiting on ingots to craft. Everything's waiting on ingots to craft. Quantium is taking a while, and so is that. How's our base doing? We're running low on power. But again, we do have the emergency shutoff here. That is disabled so that our base won't shut down. Which is becoming apparent to me that we may have to start working on upgrading the power situation again so that our power generation is not super slow. Our storage is fine. Our reaction is also fine. We're just not generating fast enough. We do like 11 billion. No, I would love to generate 11 billion. We do 11 million, I think. I think it's up to 14 million actually with the nitrobenzene. Which do I have enough of that? We have nitrobenzene, so we can. Okay, so we're crafting that. We need anything that requires heavy-duty plates. I won't craft yet. The heavy-duty tier 7 because we're actually crafting a big batch of those already. So no, I won't do that. That's basically everything else. Except this one. I can do the tier 3 booster. So I will do that. Tier 3. If I look up booster, should be better. Oh, we don't have that craftable. Circuit 6. I don't remember if I have a circuit 6. Do I? 1, 16, 2, and 0. No. I think I do have a circuit 6 in the other. Yeah, the other assembler. Could have sworn I did. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'll go. I need 8 of you. Craft that as well. There's a lot of ingots that need to be pushed through the blast furnace. Okay. It's the quantium that takes forever, right? No, we only have 11,000 left. Oh, duranium also? I can probably make the duranium in that fusion reactor if it's too slow. Let me double check. I mean, it's not the bottleneck, of course, so I'm not too worried about it. It's not the bottleneck, but I think I will move the recipe. If it ends up being too slow, I just throw it in the compact fusion. And it should be nice for us. Yeah, everything else is just blast furnace cooking. Oh, we have a lot of mysterious crystal to burn through. How slow is the mysterious? I remember mysterious crystal being atrocious. How are you doing? Oh, it's 32 seconds for every 16 ingots, and you need 4,000 of them. Hang on. It's gonna take a little bit. 2 seconds per, right? Yeah, hang on. Let's just check this out here. So if I check this, oh no. 2 seconds per. That's going to be about 9,000 seconds to go. Divide by 60. That's 2.5 hours of crafting. We can't do this right now. I don't stream for that long. So I think we do want to cancel this craft. And I'll let everything else go because there's not a lot of ingots that need to be cooked. This one, yeah, that one's a little troublesome. I'll let the fuel canisters go. So we need to upgrade the blast furnace, and that's what the glass is for. So I just need to craft another batch of these guys. It's almost done actually, and now that we did upgrade the blast furnace, so it should be a little faster. It's still really slow, right? But it is a little faster. Let me go back here and take out the. Yeah, there we go. So if we see 12 seconds per each one, how long is that going to take? 256. 256 times 12 seconds, divide by 60, divide by 60. It's still almost an hour. How much do I actually need? Because it is crafting 64. I don't need that many. It's 960 or 1007 minus 960. It's only 47. We don't need the full 64. So let's cancel that recipe. Borosilicate. Let's look at the solidifier actually. Yeah, this guy. We'll just make one at a time. Like that. And then craft however much we need. I think it'll register a lot faster. So we need 1007 minus 960. 1007 minus 960. And it's a lot less ingots. 160 now. 160 and then times 12 seconds per ingot, because that's what it was telling me. Divide by 60. Divide by 60. It's 30 minutes. We can do that. We have other things to work on. So, what can we work on? Good question. Let's look at the quest page. What is all of this? I'll send wireless signals where I want. Thank you. Well, you can already make creative items, right? Wow. May randomly disappear or fall out of the terminal at any time. I would love infinity ingots. Oh no, it would be so cool. To make the ingot, it's just a simple dire crafting table recipe. I don't even know what that means. Let's just do this actually. Compressing the core of the star. Oh yeah, we need the infinity catalyst, and then we make this ingot. So is there a way to automate the dire auto crafting table in that case? So we do want to set this up, right? I thought there was a way to automate this. If not, then it's completely fine. Ugh. That's fine. We'll come back to that when we're ready. We're still cooking a bunch of ingots. So while that's going, we'll work on other things, right? So what else can we do? I can take a sip from my drink. And then, what is that? Oh. I'm not going to read that. It's a lot of words. What is this? Pick this item up to get your trophy. A blast to the past. I guess this is like the original recipe, right? Yeah, these are some original recipes. Okay. Wow, we're approaching Stargate. I say approaching, right? But like, it doesn't mean too much. How's our power doing? Maybe I should look into the next tier of power. We have 90 billion left, so it's... Oh, it looks like it starts it up. Okay, so I think it's at about 15 billion or so that it will actually generate. So right now the base did stop. And once this recipe, okay, so good to confirm that it does stop, but it waits for the current recipe to finish. So, do I leave the base running? I think so. Just to finish the neutronium, we'll do that. And I guess I won't. I will try not to overstress the system. What is this? Raw biomedium. There are 3 ways of making it. First one requires a bunch of stuff. Different culture. Draconic evolution. What is this? Ugh. Expensive. What other power power solutions do we have? Because we're going to need more power, of course. I think it's one of the main things about GTNH is that you always need a form of power. I'm not going to do this until way later, until I feel like it. Why are you unlocked? I don't know. Power. How to generate power. Maybe even get neutronium. He got nukes? Hell yeah. Hey, so infinite turbines. Huge infinity, and infinity catalyst is also pretty good. You made your first ever EBF today? Don't let anyone tell you that that's not a good achievement. That's a really big achievement. You're doing some Monofactory? I've only heard nothing but good things about that pack. I'm not making a solar tower because I heard that those are not very useful. What is this? No, did it? I haven't heard anything about it. Other than that it's a good... They added the Vashra. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we would just call it the Vashra out here. Nice. As for us, I'm trying to figure out what to do next because we're basically in a waiting game. Yeah, we're jittering power. GTNGH? It's gated to Platline. So you need... So IV tier, basically. So you need the Platline materials because superconductor IV wires do need... If I can even find how to make this stuff again. I forget. Yeah, indium, actually. Yeah, but it's IV. It's also IV. Nice. It looks like they kept it similar. Oh, I'm just waiting for this glass. Crafting the rocket it's going to be a lot more expensive than I thought. And you know what? Now that I think about it, let me reduce the heavy duty tier or the heavy duty plate craft, right? Where is it? Oh, it's over. I forget what I'm looking for. Tier 7. There it is. I was losing my train of thought here. This one. I know we make something in the ass line. Heavy duty alloy. I'm going to reduce the recipe for this. Yeah, because mysterious crystal takes too long and we don't actually need that many. And then we need the heavy duty plate. I've run out of power and have to whine to make more LV circuits. I know I shouldn't, but I look at people like Threefold and think, wow, they're so much better than me. I have learned lately to not think like that. I understand though, because it is very easy to watch like a bigger content creator, right? And like put a lot of focus on what they're doing, right? But I've lately learned that it's not really. How do I say it? We all go at our own pace. Is what I'm trying to say. I've mellowed out in that sense. So it's like everyone is doing their own thing. Mm-hmm. Something like that. I don't know. It's true too. I've never been in a mod pack ever, and the farthest I made it is ATM 10. Respectable. Honestly, same. In Automod 6, the Skyblock version, I did play it with some friends, and we got all the way to the ATM star, and then we kind of just gave up. Not gave up. I don't like saying that word. It sounds rude or negative. We just stopped playing after that. Who pinged me? Oh, my brother. Oh, he sent me the music sample. I have my brother making me music for this slide right here. Like the video that we took, that me and my other brother took. I have my other brother making music for that, so I'll add that to the end of like the Let's Play videos and whatnot. I forgot what I was looking at. Space race. So what I was proposing is that I just reduce the craft to just 79 because I do need that much for the quest. So how the heck do I do the math here? I don't want to do just one craft because the ass line doesn't work well like that. So is there no like multiplication thing we can do here? Oh, okay, no, don't do that. I just broke it. So 79. That times 79. I can do this. Yes, I can, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Then 79. There we go. So that way we don't craft 128. That's way too much. And this goes in the ass line. And that way we don't have to craft that much. A mysterious crystal might even save us a lot of time. Who knows? And we'll keep this 121. Implosion compressor. Let's try that now. Our neutronium is not quite done for some reason. Why not? How's our base doing? We have 128 billion stored, so we're doing okay on power. Something else is crafting, and I don't remember what. It's neutronium. I'm going to cancel that recipe and then... You know, no. I just let it go. So 994 right now, right? We want 1007 minus 994. There you go. Okay, we'll let that cook. So if I wanted the heavy duty plates, we now need much less. Yeah, we were needing 4,500, and now we only need 2,800. That's still a lot, but it's a lot more manageable. But really, we're waiting for the neutronium to finish up because this means we'll be able to upgrade the blast furnace to laser power. So let's go ahead and prepare for that too. We're going to need a laser energy hatch, which is this one. And let me double check if I was missing anything back here. You already had the source hatch, right? Yes. I just need to plug it in there. At least I got a faster jetpack. Honestly, same. That's why I also highly, I don't know if Mana Factory has it, but the Lazy Lake, also known as Staff of Teleportation from Ender.io, it's so good. You can like teleport very far away from this. So helpful. Even just the normal Staff of Traveling is pretty nice. Highly recommend it. Yeah, there's a lot of GTNH exclusives. That's just what happens when you have a pack that's been like running for this long. Sending a message, sorry. Yeah, I just saw it. I'll take a listen to it afterwards, unless you want me to play it on the stream, because people will be able to hear it. At least I think it listens to Discord audio. All right. I'm gonna pause the music. This is what my brother sent me. Let's just listen to it. Give it a quick listen. That was pretty good. What the heck? All right. Now check this out. So actually, I don't even know if you have it set up with my. No, never mind. I was gonna play the ending screen, but I don't have OBS set up so that it listens to the Discord audio as well. No, I don't. Sorry, but that sounds pretty cool. No, I don't. I'm always scared of like adding anything audio or anything to the stream while it's running, because I feel like that's just gonna break everything. No, it sounds really good. What the heck? Hey, yo, collab when? Well, that's actually literally what we're doing. It does sound pretty impressive. Are you going to end up making it the full 4 minutes and using the video that Leo made? I think you should do it. Post it on your YouTube. Everyone check out my brother's YouTube. Shamelessly plug it. I don't care. That'd be cool. So that way it would be the Three Brothers collaboration. Would be pretty cool. Dude, I'm going to learn Dream Theater on the marimba once I get it. Anyways, all right. Take care. Thanks for that. Have fun. Hurry up. Neutronium. They only need 9 more of this stuff. Well, yeah, but man, my brothers are pretty talented with the music stuff. He just heard, Dia Water making actual music. And then the video itself was my other brother with the very professional looking recording, I gotta say. Very impressed with it. And then you got me, who talks to a camera nonstop for hours at a time. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm really just waiting for the neutronium and just kind of stalling, really. Yeah, we just gotta wait for the neutronium to finish crafting, and then I'll start upgrading the blast furnace with a little more power, which would be pretty nice. Yeah, we're going to dump this with it's basically going to be triple power to what this is, because this is 64 amps of CPM, right? And we're gonna feed the blast furnace right now with 192, and that's because 64 amps is being taken up by the vacuum freezer. But I can always add more power to this, right? But I don't want to, because at that point I just need to generate more power. Because right now we have Like we're consuming more power than we generate for sure. But that's exactly why we have this little switch here. The switch is active right now, which means it's ignoring the shut off, but we're not running all of our machines. When we run all the machines, that's when the base shuts down. So we're okay for now. But we will see issues over time because we also consume more helium than we produce, which can be another concerning issue. So what's another way we can do? Another way for us to generate power, besides more fusion spam, which honestly I'm considering. It'd be cool to have more of these, right? I didn't even account for more of them. There's no way another one would fit back here, but maybe just add another one somewhere else, right? It'd be pretty funny. But maybe even work on the next tier, which probably is not a bad idea. We might even be there. Right, just rely on compact fusion and helium, and we just do that. I don't know. But once we craft this one, I might even want this one for the adamantium. Not adamantium, americium. We have a ton of it just backed up, right? We crafted a ton of it overnight a while back. I think we did like 10,000, right? But it'll help us with the americium. I don't know. Yeah, we're beyond this. We can probably craft this. I'll think about it. That might be something we should do next. Is upgrade to the compact fusion, which would be pretty nice, right? Invalidate RSA. What does that mean? Oh, you know what? I also need to work on these because you can actually use these to craft another tier of circuits or like make the crystal processors a lot cheaper. That's right. It's a lot of things to work on, right? Yeah. Maybe I'll do that next time. Anyways, I do have a break coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and take that and get some water and do some stretches, and you guys should as well. And hopefully by then the neutronium should be finished. It looks like it's stuck, but that's just because we have extra neutronium in there. But hopefully that should be finished when we come back. Be right back. Thank you. All right. Let's go check what happened to the rest of the base. I got you. He wants me to feed the rubber band ball. That's the bag. I just have a whole ton of them lying around. And I've had this for like over a year. And I haven't done anything with it, but it's time. I'm going to bring it as a member of the stream. Easy. 6 times 9 is 63. You don't need a calculator. I know my math sometimes, so I need a stack of flint, in other words. It might help out if I have some here. I think I do. Oh, yes, a lot. Oh, look, I already had the flint. Okay. Okay. What was that? There's so many mobs in here. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Oh no. He does look kind of constipated.
It's okay. Like, I'm standing up straight. Okay, first go to the left, and then you see a board. And I guess we only have one god level, so we're doing that one.
This is how I crouch. This is the button for crouching.
Difficulty. You want hardest or just
no,
medium?
We're gonna die.
Wait, Leo, look at Aron.
Hold on. I'm trying to do things.
You gotta look at Aron. He's doing something.
What is he doing?
But there you have it. Hope that answers the question of what texture pack I'm using. I also included a link to the GTNH wiki that has more resource packs there for you to check out if you're interested. Like I mentioned earlier, I'd like for this to be a series where I answer some frequently asked questions. So if I get any more, I'll be sure to answer them. But for now, take care. See you later. Bye-bye. would like to improve the. Oh no! I dirtied the water source. Rudely interrupted. I guess I have a bucket of sludge now. I don't know how well you can hear that. Is this like an AMA stream? What are we watching? Catching up? We're watching my slow cooker. This is slow cooker Sundays. A sore from the door. Oh, of course it is. Okay, so the idea with these streams, by the way, is nothing's happening. It's because I always make food. This is the third time I make food in the slow. Okay. Is it done yet? It's pretty close. So I guess while we're waiting, let's set up some recipes for the Dyer crafting table. I don't know if I have it. No. It's called Dyer Auto Crafting Table, right? Yeah, okay. Then I hate making circuits by hand, but that's a problem because you need a lot before the circuit assembler. I understand that. And I guess that's like one of the things that puts people off of any Gregtech pack is that if there's a lot of microcrafting involved, right? But that's okay because I think what's cool about Gregtech that non-Gregtech enjoyers don't consider is the fact that there's ways to make everything faster. That's the entire point of it, I think. You know, Dyer crafting table. Was it always called Dyer crafting table? I don't remember. That's fine. Molecular assembler output. I don't even know what I'll replace. You use a computer monitor covers quite a lot. HV fluid extractor. What the heck? Bye. I've seen it called the extreme. Yeah, I know that same actually. I thought I saw that. You're missing wood, which is so funny. Crystal matrix ingot is just an assembler. I'll make one at a time. There we go. We have plenty of nether stars, I think, from bee crafting. We have 11,000. And we can always get more. Maybe it's a 1.7 thing also. We can craft one. We're going to need this for infinity ingots once we get there. OBS is saying that there's like background noise showing up on my mic. Can you hear the fan? That concerns me. Which one are you hearing? OBS, don't tell me you changed it up on me. You're looking at the wrong mic. No, you're looking at the correct one. Nah, you know what? Maybe I'll hear it whenever I actually check the video. Look how fast it's crafting tables. Look at that. It's so slow. That's because I have to increase the crafting in there. Look at that. That's why I have to increase the batch craft whenever I craft anything, really, because it's so slow. Otherwise, we're finally done, I think. So exciting. And I think there's like an extra batch of neutronium in here or something like that. I'll wait a little bit for it. Yeah, so now we're crafting this, and we're going to need this for the infinity ingots. I don't really know how to set them up. Is it just like an interface going into it? Is that how it works? Does it just push items into the table? I'm pretty sure I have to set up the recipe first and then get it crafting. No. Infinity catalyst dusts. We do need a neutronium compressor for that, though. Which is I really don't want to restart due to all the progress I made. Why? Is it because you're hand making circuits? A pseudo-stable black hole containment field, whatever that means. Oh, it doesn't look very... Actually, it does look pretty cool. Neutronium compressor is... Neutronium stabilization casing. Oh, we're getting into the weird stuff. A polarizer. My base is so spread out, I'm not doing normal mode, and I don't have a good source of food. Oh. I may want to make this pretty soon, right? How bad are you to craft? Oh, you just need the actual compressor. Or I can just... Oh, it looks like that was discontinued. I just need this recipe, which is possible. It's always the little things I get make me quit or restart. I get what you're saying. And honestly, the same thing, but in my case, what's helped me was like streaming, because now people hold me accountable. And I can't really run away from it. Neutronium needs to finish crafting. I'm going to do Manufactory Expert, but I add Productive Bees, and I build my base in Creative. Totally nothing wrong with that. That should be all the last of the neutronium that you need, and you're finally done. You're finally done. Thank you. Oh, you take so long. And then it's another 40 seconds. Hurry up. Please. Yeah, I'm a firm believer that, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with building in creative, you know. It's you play how you want to play. In essence, Minecraft is a creative game, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Definitely is something wrong with this, so hurry up. Thank you. It is 1007, right? Yes. Give. So I don't have a good way of exchanging things, so every time I upgrade the glass or the coils, I just break down the entire multi-block. If I break this, nothing happens, right? We just lost 16 neutronium ingots. You know what? Who cares? Break it. Get out of here. I'm done. Unless the schematic builder does like a... That's so funny. Like a replace? I don't think it does, though. So whenever I set up a new type of glass or coils, I just replace the whole thing manually. That's one of the detriments, right? Yeah, one of the detriments to not playing Magic, because I know the Magic mods have a lot of ways for you to replace stuff. Let's reduce my speed, actually. There we go. What's the difference between hard mode and regular mode for Manufactory? I never understood that. Or I guess I never looked into it too much. It removes laser IO and ender IO conduits. I guess this so that it makes you use like the Gregtech stuff itself. That's what I'm getting. What is HHN? Yeah. I can't think of what HHN is at the moment. I remember that hostile. Okay, that was about to say that because there's the 1.12 pack was deep mob learning. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna do hard mode now. Honestly, I would probably go for it. I tend to just like if there's multiple versions of a pack, I prefer to go for the hardest version. But that's just because that's just how I am. You can call me a sicko, sure. But if there's a hard version for a pack, I will play the hard version. That's also one of the reasons why I just couldn't get into Factory, right? Or Omnifactory. I don't even know because of that reason. There's just too many versions, and I don't know which one's harder. So I would look up online, and people say, "Hey, this is the better version," or "Oh, this other one's the better version." I never got a concrete answer. So that kind of made me not want to play that. And I think that was a major decision with my group of friends was to either play Nami Factory or Divine Journey. We ended up choosing Divine Journey. Well, I guess I shouldn't say we. It's mostly me. I'm the only one crazy enough to stick through a pack this long. As you can see, because I'm the only one playing after it's so long. And that's okay, you know, we all like your different things. Not going without my laser IO. I've never really played with laser IO. Only very briefly during Stone Block 3. Which is another pack we didn't really finish because it kind of got super laggy at the end of it, and it was our base was unrecoverable, and I just couldn't. Of course, I don't think it was the pack's fault. It might have been just because I had like 100 dark matter pedestals with the Watch of Time. It was probably my fault that they got so laggy, but you know, I can't take all the blame, right? Oh, you're gonna hear that dinging for a while I replace the glass. So another thing we can do once we get to Vega is get Awakened Draconium and start upgrading the Blast Furnace, and that's gonna help us out a lot also. So let's go plant these guys down, and we're gonna skip from like directly to UV because we had Iridium Glass, which is ZPM, right? We're skipping UV because at the time I didn't have enough osmium glass or osmium, and I just didn't want to wait for it. We actually had more neutronium, so we're just gonna use neutronium. It took a little bit, of course, but we're ready for it now. I need my wand here. Oops. Alright, okay, enough of the dinging, please. There we go, thank you. But yeah, I never really played with laser IO. Just very little. It's essentially translocators, isn't it? Or what translocators is, kind of. Yeah, Ender IO conduits is like one of the staples. I love it. Look at that. It does not look any different, but we did upgrade our blast furnace, which is nice. I'm wondering if you actually void your stuff if you stop running. It doesn't look like it did. I'm curious about that. Is there anything else in here? Unless it was already like trying to craft some more. It probably had some more there and it got stuck. That's okay. Okay, next step is to upgrade it to the lasers. And just give it so much more power than we should give it. Do I wait for this? It's only 16 neutronium. I don't want to wait for it. Let's just break it. Alright, so we're going to hear loud noise. Let's take off all of the stuff here. Don't need any of that. And then I can put this guy there. And I cannot leave that empty. I need a block to cover that. No one's ever going to see it, but it will be with me forever. Okay, so we have neutronium glass now, right? And now I can put this laser target hatch and it should build. It built colored. Yeah, it built. Sweet. If I check this, you're running fine now, which is great. I love that. And then we connect it here. Oh, before I do that, I need to make sure that this is 192. 192, right? Yes. Yeah, this can normally support 256 amps, but because we have 64 amps coming out of here for the vacuum furnace, or freezer, sorry, we can't do that. So I have to change it to 192, which is 256 minus 256 minus 64, yeah. And then we gotta paint it cyan. There we go. No explosions? Oh, don't look like it. No explosions is always nice, right? So if I can check here, just to make sure that it actually worked. Energy, 603 million. It is working. So we have now upgraded our blast furnace to 192 ZPM amps, which is 192 times 131,072. It says right here, 131,072. That is that 27 million? That's a lot of power. Or 25 million? That's a lot of power. That's more than twice of what we can even generate. Let's try it. Just craft a batch of neutronium and see how quick that is. I'm just curious. It doesn't look like it changed, but that's only because it's dealing with just a batch of 16. So at some point we have to start increasing the batch size, because otherwise it's not going to be able to craft that much. And that might be the case for a lot of the ingots from now on. I'm just going to make them like craft a full stack. So right now we're technically wasting capability and time because it can craft more than that. It's my understanding, right? Computer craft is one of those mods that I try to get into, but I can never really fully get into it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's try and craft the heavy duty plates now and see how long this is going to take. So I may want to increase the batch craft also, just to see if it's able to keep up with all of that actually. Let's start increasing that. So I won't do it for everything yet, but for things like the mysterious crystal, things that we're already crafting all 16 at once, then yes, I'll make it into a stack. Where is it? That one. Like that. Put that in the blast furnace. Circuit 11 right there. Maybe I should increase everything to be more also, right? Let's see this now. All right. Now you're crafting a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of the ass line recipes I should probably also increase, but you're not crafting as many, so I'm not too worried about that. Unless you guys got stuck. You definitely got stuck now that I think about it. Oh, yeah. Actually, no. You didn't get stuck. It's the other ones that will. Actually, no. They're all renamed items, so it's okay. But I'm mostly curious to see how fast it is to craft the mysterious crystal. That's what I'm curious about, because we estimated, what, 2.5 hours of crafting for 4,500 ingots? Oh, you're still stuck on neutronium, that's why. 30 more seconds, and then I'll come back to this. Alright. And we're steadily increasing power, but one thing I also have to watch out for is that I will drain the plasma if we keep the base running for too long, and we don't like that because we rely on plasma and nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene is going to run out too, I think, but we have a bigger buffer of that. That's pretty nice to hear, honestly. Like, it's cool to see, like, enthusiasm. Heck yeah. Oh, for sure. I like, I'm a firm believer that having a good base, like, makes you just want to play longer. I did try to make a good base. This is probably, like, the most base building I've ever done on any pack. But then it always happens where I keep going, and then I just realize, you know what? It's kind of a lot of building, and now we have a flat square. It always happens, but, you know, that's fine, right? And I think part of that was because I came to terms with the fact that I just prefer to play the game. I don't build too much, and that's okay. You know, we all play the game a little differently. For Divine Journey, I definitely did cheat in 10-10-10 seeds because it was like a really good way of getting resources in that pack. But I switched to I just cheated in the 10-10-10 seeds because I did a lot of that in Project Ozone. I did not want to do that again. Aura Huracan, how fast are you cooking up? Let's see. May want to also increase that too. Oh, look at that. It's consuming 23 million. Oh, it's doing it so fast though. There's no way this guy can keep up, right? Oh, you're maxed. You can't keep up though. If it says 256, that means this guy's producing more ingots than this guy can handle. That's a good problem to have though, but look at that. Okay, so it is able to handle a stack of ingots at a time. So we can actually increase the batch size. I'm not going to though, because that's going to eat too much of our power. Yeah, so I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so we are still crafting the plates. Still got to work on a lot of that. How fast are you crafting, actually? Maybe I do want to increase the batch craft. It's still 2 seconds per each. So it's the same speed. Meaning I need to add more. So there's probably a math I can do here to figure out how much I can craft at once. But I don't know. What if it tells me here? So it's still running a little slow. It's just able to craft more at once. Is there a way I can figure out how much that it's going to help me with? Maybe if I look up the recipe here. Mysterious crystal. If I want to heat this up here. I always forget how parallel crafting works. You're using xenon, right? Yeah. How the heck does this work? So maybe I just need to craft more? I'm just going to put a bunch of it in there and see how much it crafts. Because there is a sweet spot. Like, you can actually get machines that craft in parallel like this. You can actually get them to run faster if you give it a certain amount of resources. So let's give it like a whole bunch. Did you actually consume all 4 stacks? 204. And look at that, 1.6 per second. So it's faster now. That's what we want to see. So that means I should change the recipe to 204. I'm pretty sure there's a way I can do the math there. So let's take that out. Cancel that craft. Then 204. And I'm pretty sure they can even like I remember Nine talking about it in one of his streams, but I don't remember what he was saying. But there definitely is like there's a sweet spot. You can actually make it so that it consumes, like it crafts even faster. Because what you're really worried about is this number right here, how many per second you can craft. Right, that's what you want. Put that there, since it can craft 204 at a time. But rest in peace our power, right? Actually, no, we have 300 billion, so we are keeping up with it, but we can't run this thing nonstop because it's going to struggle and definitely shut down. How much helium plasma do we have? Welcome, Eggs Benedict. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I went on a train of thought and I didn't read what you were saying. I'm having issues actually switching it to hard mode. Ouch. Are you switching it or are you restarting the pack? I've also never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I only play good games. I'm sorry, I don't actually mean that. It's just something I say. Okay, we have a good amount of helium plasma. We are running out of power just a little bit. Craft. Hot, mysterious crystal ingot. Yeah, 2 seconds per each. So we were actually crafting way more. You see that? Because the other one was saying 1.6 seconds per each. No, it's actually way faster if we do it the other way, right? Let's do this. I'm going to keep this crafting until I see that we're running low on helium plasma. And then I am going to like take it easy on the crafting because the base won't be able to keep up nonstop. To craft that many. So look, yeah, it's just waiting. Oh, you know what? Put the duranium recipe in this guy over here also. That'll be way faster. Because duranium is something we can make in... Where is it? Right here. Yeah. I believe duranium is something we can make in the compact fusion. Right? Yeah. Mark 1. So, okay, so just increase it by a good amount and then put that in fusion. You are going to compete with helium plasma, though. That's the only downside. But you know what? You're not a bottleneck. Let me craft a tier 7 plate now. Where is it? This one. Go for it. Why is it called interface jail? So it's one of the rewards I have. One of the point redeems is that you get to rename anything, any item on that I'm holding. But then people started renaming other things, and someone renamed the terminal interface jail. We have some other funny renames. I think the crafting terminal itself is...
Wawa.
Wawa. Oh, not this crafting terminal. It's actually another one. This pattern terminal is named Emmy Crafting Terminal. I don't know why someone did that. But This one, I think. This one was, yeah, Dev Null. Someone renamed it like that. But that's just what it is. It's the point redeems. I think the most favorite rename that someone did is Code Brown.
Aim that crafting terminal me pattern terminal.
All right. Emmy. It's Emmy pattern terminal, right? That's going to confuse me, I think. Yeah. I'm very easily amused if you haven't noticed already. Yeah, we're chugging through our power. You know what? Wow, this is working. I think what I want to do next. Yeah, 1.6 per second. This is way faster. This is probably 3 times as fast, I think. Just because I added more. Way faster. I'll leave this running. I think while we're waiting for all that stuff to craft, let's get the Compact Fusion Mark II. It might be time because I would like to get more power, and this is how we're going to do it. It's just making more helium for now. And maybe I will go down the plasma route and like fully make like plasma. I think I want to do that. Because we can do like up to force. I don't really know the math behind the plasma stuff, but it looks like we're gonna rely on this, the plasma mark, the plasma stuff. A lot of words here, but let's try it. Okay, so we want to craft the compact fusion, whatever. Don't make me craft another one just to scan it. That's funny. Oh well. You can, actually, the computer itself is not that bad. I do need to scan one though. Yeah, Compact Fusion Computer Mark 1 prototype. You need to scan it to get the second one. Why is that one prototype and this one is not a prototype? I'm confused. I'm gonna take a drink. All right, fine. For the most part, I just do it literally what someone tells me, but I'll do that because you're nice. Yeah, it's gonna confuse me. So let that go. So we do need to craft another compact fusion, which I'll go ahead and do. That's not that bad, actually. No, that's not that bad. I say that as a request. 48 fusion control. Oh, that's bad. Probably better. I don't actually know. I think all of them do that. Yeah, this one does too. Do I have the research for this? I don't remember. Look up compact. No. Fusion Control Mark 1. I do have that. Do I not have Compact Fusion? That's because it's not a... it's made in an assembler, bozo. Duh, this is made in an assembly machine. It doesn't need to be scanned. I need to craft it, though. Fusion piece. I can't see anything. There you go. Okay, it does mess me up having that, but you know what? It's okay. All right, we need to craft Fusion Control Computer Mark 1. And that is an assembly recipe. And I need to do the easy to search stuff. Yeah, so I need 1, 2, and 3. So I need one of you. It is getting pretty late. What time is it for you? It's almost 10:30 for me. It's almost 11 p.m. So we're running on the same time zone then, I think. Yeah, it's 10:30 for me. Easy to search. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Go for it, and then we put that in the ass line. So if I wanted to craft a compact fusion, I've been way more aware of my sleep after having an attack of you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. This man's quite expensive. Why do you even need... Oh, it's because you need circuits. Uh-oh. This is an issue. You know what this means, right? We're actually running low on... Well, we have mutagen and raw growth. Oh, we do have that. But if it's asking for more, that means we need to increase the buffer, which I can do that. Yeah, but I agree with you. Sleep is important. I know we call ourselves a restless club, but definitely get the sleep. It is very important. I'm going to increase the buffer for raw growth catalyst to 10 million. And I think even add a designated storage bus to that because we keep running out of fluid. I don't even know what is in here. How much you want to bet is platinum concentrate? What kind of fluid is clogging up my storage? I don't know, but things are moving like crazy. $13 million. Where does this even come from? It's molten potassium. Why do I have 20 million molten potassium? It's also you. I gotta deal with you guys. It's so funny. Oh, I got so much stuff. I don't want to deal with it though. I can craft a nickel plasma if I really wanted to, or just solidify it. You suck with computer stuff. That's just another thing for us to learn, right? Let's make some super tanks for this stuff, I think. Yeah, unless I want... Yeah, 2 of you. That's not that expensive at all, actually. We're making steady progress on that. Tritanium, that is a fusion 2, right? Yes, okay, so I can't move that to the compact fusion. It's going to have to stay there. We're making steady progress on the mysterious crystal. This stuff takes a while. So if it says that we need... It's 1.6 every second, right? So it's 1836 divided by 1.6. That's how many seconds we actually need. Divide by 60, divide by 60. Oh, 19 minutes. So it will take about 20 minutes, which is... It still takes a while, right? But that's fine. We have other things to work on, which does include more ingots. Aluminum, though, is running low. So I may want to set this guy up again for the bees. I have to tell myself I have plenty of time to do things. Yes. Same. I feel like I've been getting a little better at that. I just want to play games. But it does affect my work when I have to wake up super early next day. But I totally get where you're coming from. The streaming does help a little, but streaming has helped me out a lot with a lot of like different aspects of my life, I guess. Right, and one of them does include keeping to a schedule. Right, because I cannot physically stream nonstop. No. I used to. When I was starting out, I would do 4-hour sessions on weekend mornings only, though. So I kind of don't want to do that. So now it's only like up to 2 hours or so is what I'll stick to. And speaking of 2 hours, we are running close. So I highly doubt that I'll be able to finish this in time by the time it is 11 o'clock, and it is running a little late. So what are the plans for next time? I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll come back to this. So what are the plans for next time? definitely want to continue the rocket building. This is going to be the most expensive part of it. And I guess we should also look into the next rocket. What do we need for that one? And maybe I can craft that stuff because we need to get to the tier 8 rocket for infinity ingots. All right, so the tier 8 plates, what do you need? Black plutonium. How bad are you of a craft? Not sure. How much black plutonium do I even have? None. That hurts. And that's because we keep crafting. We craft all their black plutonium into cosmic neutrons. Actually, the neutronium compressor collector is what I'm looking for. Collector. Oh, I had a whole video. Did I make the video? Hang on. Dang it, no. That's exactly why I made a video. I'm going to shamelessly advertise it. Let me look for it first. 1 second. You reminded me of something. I need to make a command for that. Videos. I'm looking for... Yeah, this one here. Yeah, there we go. I need to make a command for that as a response. I know someone told me to do it, but I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, so black plutonium, does this take longer to cook up compared to mystical whatever? I think so, right? So this recipe takes 120 seconds of CPM power, right? And the mysterious crystal here takes 128 seconds. Oh, you're faster. Yeah, you're faster. Still, we need a source of black plutonium, which we can do that overnight. Honestly, I think I'm just going to shut this machine off for a little bit. I'm going to disable the machine so it doesn't run. That's just temporary, but I have to remember, turn it back on because that machine is what supports our base. That one machine, that guy is in charge of making the cosmic neutrons. Yeah, we centrifuge it from black plutonium. And with the cosmic neutrons, we are making our turbines. But these turbines have like a ton of durability. Like I replaced these guys like last week or so. And it's just still 87%. It's got a lot of durability on them. So I'm not too worried about that at all. So I'll leave those guys off for a little bit. We have 21 backup also, so I'm okay with that. But that'll get our black plutonium going. And then we'll leave this crafting, and then we're running low on power, so I do have to shut this off. And I think we'll go ahead and leave it for the night in that case, right? Because unfortunately our base won't be able to support our activities, at least not while we're here. We have to leave it. We have to give it a rest. And that's what the switch is for. So we'll go ahead and call it a night here for next time. I guess I will be monitoring the base for a little bit. We should be able to craft a tier 7 rocket next episode. And then I think I should also be able to get the black plutonium ore itself, right? Because we're getting small crystals. And if I can actually get, yeah, tier 7. I think I'm going to set up like a vein of this stuff. And we should be able to get a lot more black plutonium for our cosmic neutron needs. And maybe even look into the next tier of void miner. That'll help us out a lot. Which we should be able to do. We can. It's very pricey. Oh, you're gonna have to rename a lot of wires, though. I don't like that. That's fine though. It's a lot of power. Oh no, that's the tier 3. Maybe I should be. Yeah, I should be able to upgrade to tier 2 just fine. Yeah, I should be able to do that. So I'll look into that for next episode. Is upgrading that, get more plutonium like that, and then all of this stuff I'll just craft and whatnot. Then I'll come back and check on it later. Okay. And then other long-term goals is to start getting infinity ingots once we get the tier 8 rocket. And then compact fusion mark 2 to support our power requirements, because we kind of struggle with that, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll leave that for next time. Sweet. Chicken Jockey. I haven't seen the movie yet. I've heard some pretty funny things about it, though. I've seen a lot of clips on Instagram of, like, people throwing a riot. Not quite a riot, right? But, like, people throwing... Like, they go crazy over Chicken Jockey. And it's pretty funny, but I feel bad for the people who work there having to clean up all of that. That doesn't seem very fun, honestly. But it is pretty funny to watch it, right? But I haven't seen the movie. Let's raid someone. She's still not able to change it to hard mode. I figured. That's funny. Please, Shibe, I saw that they followed me, so I'll go ahead and return the favor and just raid them. Mm-hmm. Oh, I visited them before. That's right. Pretty fun stream. We'll check them out. All right. For now, we'll call it a night here. I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Typically around 9 p.m. U.S. Central. Izo, I hope you're able to play hard mode. Maybe with the less mind flooding of watching a half decent gameplay will get you thinking correctly, and then you'll be able to set it up. Hopefully, right? Here's hoping. Anyways, for now, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.